This is Scott shit.
No, it's your shit.
Where's Scott's shit?
Scott's got it.
Oh, wait, he was going to do it at home?
He's literally in the lobby right now.
Oh, he picked it up?
Yeah.
You gave him that red box?
In a world full of mundane podcasts, one show rises from the ashes. Critics are calling it outrageous. Podcasts, as we know it, will never be the same again. Tonight, prepare for an epic journey where every step could be your last. The destination, a place where no maps can show. The mission, to rise above the rest. The danger, unimaginable. The reward, a shit ton of weed and laughs. It's going to blow your mind. This is 2 Big Bloods. So sit back, turn up the volume, grab your weed, get ready to light those bloods.
That's right. 2 Beat Blood Podcast. Why does it sound like I'm not even on, but I am. What up, man? What up? What up? We are live in the building. It's going down. Streaming on all platforms. That's right. All platforms. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, in studio. We got Frank Knox.
Yo, yo, yo.
We got hard hitting, not hard hitting, that's you. We got the Scott.
I'm the Scott spot.
Damn, Scott, back up, bro, back up. Got a real loud on that microphone.
Yo, you got,
Man,
why
turn
does it
that shit down.
What?
that shit sounds so weird? It sounds like I'm not even on.
You have your mic set up in the right port? You got it facing the right way? You're on the front of it and not the back of it? Because that'll make a difference.
I'm sure am.
Oh, your shit set up right. You already know it's going down. It's going down. Big show lined up today. Once we figure out the cakes here, first time streaming all over the place. We got, after weeks of Donald Trump trash talking, President-elect, as he calls him, Sleepy Joe Biden, has finally had enough. The Democratic Party has decided that they're going to respond tonight, and we have the honor of Joe Biden joining us live. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, huge fight over the weekend. We're going to talk about that and the man who stole the show, none other than Snoop Dogg. That's right. Baby Yoda gets an actual name. We're going to talk about that. Frank Knox is not having it.
What the fuck's this jabroni got his PS5 in the background to rub it in everyone's face?
We're going to talk about that PS5 in a little bit. We're also doing a pop quiz giveaway. Call us up, 860-384-7110. First caller that calls in and answers 3 out of 5 questions correctly get the prize pack. And it's going down. You already know, from King Palm. From King Palm, phone lines are open, 860-384-7110. We appreciate if you would go ahead and share the live feed out to your friends. And we're streaming here on all the platforms. I love it. I love it. It's like the TikTok's going well. Everybody's chatting. It's popping off. We are fired up. Frank Knox, it's nice to see you in the building tonight.
I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're back, bro.
My mic sounds fucked up, but I'm back.
I don't think it is, bro. You know?
Scott, you can hear me good?
I can hear you good, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Everything's good on this end.
You guys hear me all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
we
yeah,
can hear-
Scott.
We can hear the Quail Man just fine.
The Quail Man. Scott, what you got for a shirt there, bro? Is that the Quail Man official t-shirt?
It is, but the Q doesn't stand for Quail Man anymore. The Q stands for quarantine because that's what I'm doing right now.
Quarantine, Scott. Yeah, so the reason why Scott's not in studio and Frank Knox actually is...
Oh, wow. Someone wants that prize pack.
Let's see what we got here. To Be Blunt Podcast. Oops, sorry. To Be Blunt Podcast. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I don't know. I don't know what number I'm calling from.
Wow, who's this?
This is President-elect Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden in the house right here on To Be Blunt with Peasy. Wow, Joe Biden, Mr. President-elect, I have been trying for weeks to get a hold of you guys to come on the show. We've had Donald Trump on a handful of times, talking all kinds of smack, trying to lay the smackdown on you, calling you Sleepy Joe.
I heard about that.
First of all, what took so long to get you on the show? I mean, we were really hoping to have you on for a big debate style town hall. We couldn't get a hold of the party at all. No response. Can you comment on that?
Well, we've been very busy. We've been trying to get a team together so we could, be ready for when I do take the White House and finally get that old stupid clown out of office.
Wow, stupid clown. I mean, Frank Knox, we got Joe Biden in the building, Sleepy Joe Biden, as Donald Trump's been calling him. He sounds pretty awake to me.
Yeah, I mean, how's that ankle doing? I heard you got in a little accident with your dog this past week.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit. I mean, when you get to be 73, it does start to kind of hurt. But come on, man. I mean, I'm not going to stay sitting down the whole time.
Joe Biden, I mean, do you think this is a sign of things to come with the presidency? I mean, you barely made it into office yet. You haven't even gone through the transition, and you're already injured. A lot of people are concerned that you're not going to make it through the presidency because of your delicate state. I mean, what do you have to say about the naysayers and the haters that are questioning?
I mean, this is just a sign that it's a fight. It's a fight that we all have to fight to make sure that we get in. It's all it is. It's just a fight. I knew that going in. I knew that going into this, that it was going to be a fight, that we're all just going to have to band together, and it's going to hurt, but we're going to make it through this.
See, I think Joe Biden seems a little less aggressive.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
A little less aggressive.
Donald Trump's always on the defense.
Donald Trump's coming on here all the time and talking smack. He still thinks he won the election. I mean, he's still going around and saying
voter fraud.
Yeah, voter fraud. 4 more years coming. I mean,
what?
He said 4 more years is coming. Voter frauds around the country. Sorry, I got to speak.
What do you mean voter fraud?
I mean voter fraud. Like he's saying that people are voting that aren't even alive, for example. Dead people voting.
People are voting 5, 6, 7 times due to absentee ballots.
That's right.
He's questioning the overnight dumps of ballots in key states such as Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
That's not what Kamala told me.
What did Kamala tell you?
She told me that I was already sworn in.
I don't think it works like that, Mr. President-elect Scott. I mean, what do you think? Joe Biden on the phone. What do you got to say to the president-elect, man?
Well, I kind of want to know what took him so long to join the podcast. I mean, we had our current president weeks ago, months ago.
I mean, he's way more active on social media. I got a team and we got a lot of stuff to do, and well, they only hand me the phone every now and then. They only let me talk to people on occasion.
I wonder why that is. Mr. President-elect, listen, I got a very big question.
Just call me Joe. Just call me Joe.
All right, Joe. I like the casualness. I call him Trump, Mr. Trump. Joe's just Joe. Listen, Joe, this is the big question for people who watch our show.
We're just chatting here.
Right, of course. We're chatting. This is a casual conversation with us and President-elect. No big deal. But I got to know, Mr. Biden. Joe, sorry, Joe. I got to get used to that. Here we are.
Okay.
You're about to go into office. A lot of people around the country want to know, what is your stance on legalization of cannabis?
Who?
Cannabis, Joe. Cannabis. What is your position on legalizing cannabis?
Marijuana.
Well, I can tell you that going into office, we're going to be opening up a lot of cannabis business to get stuff done. So, I mean, we're going to be going through a lot of red tape.
Oh, my God. Wow. So, he's got a lot of can of business. He's going to open up a can of business. Can of whoop ass on the country. Joe Biden.
That's how we do it in Scranton.
That's right. Scranton, home of the office. You know?
Home of Joe.
Home of Joe. Joe Biden. What is your number one goal once you get into office? Like, what's the first thing you're going to do when you get in there? Plan of attack. Go ahead.
Well, part of it, we gotta go back to normalcy. We got to go back to when times were better and more. I mean, this reminds me of a story. Back when I was in Scranton, I was like a 10-year-old boy, and I was going up to it was a Ma and Pa burger shop where they had burger. They also had ice cream, and you know how much I love ice cream. And I was going up there, and there were these two guys, these two young boys. One of them's name was Tyler, and the other one was named I don't remember what his name was, but we called him Jumpin' Jack.
Jumpin' Jack.
He liked to jump a lot. He would travel up and down a very long road and had lots of potholes, and he would jump over them. So we called him Jumpin' Jack. Nice kid. But all of a sudden, the store they stopped selling a certain ice cream that we liked, and it made all the boys in the area mad. We didn't protest or anything. It just made us mad. We didn't like it, so we went and talked to. I think his name was Hector. Was the guy who ran the store. We talked and we asked him, "Hey, what happened to the chocolate chip? We like the chocolate chip. It's our favorite kind." And he told us that they had just ran out for whatever reason. There just wasn't any more coming in for a while. He said it'd be fine. So we waited, and like a few days went by, and we went and skipped rocks down by the pool while we waited, and we came back a couple of days later, and they still didn't have chocolate chip. And we talked to him. We asked him, it was like, "Hey, you said that we were going to have chocolate chip." And he said, "Well, we did." And he said, it just ran out. And so I was talking to Jumpin' Jack and his little brother, Jeffrey, I think it was. And they were like, we'll just settle for vanilla. And I was like, well, no one's going to sell for vanilla. Like, there's no point. What's the point of selling for vanilla? So I wrote him a letter. It was a very long letter saying, like, you got to get chocolate chip back. And eventually he did.
So your first plan is to resupply the chocolate chip ice cream when you become sworn in as
president? What was the question?
The question was, what was going to be your first major move as president of the United States? What's your first plan of attack? What's your? Oh. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should ask you a different question. Or is chocolate chip ice cream your first move?
Well, we don't plan on attacking anybody. We plan on getting the United States back at the table, the UN, and get all the nations back together. So we're not planning on attacking anybody as of yet.
Now, do you plan on putting in a nationwide lockdown or a mandatory use of a mask, as we've been hearing in the media?
I mean, you don't want your grandmother to die, do you? I mean, come on, man.
I mean, he's got a good point.
Family members to get killed. So, can you really trust everybody to do the right thing?
I don't think so. He's got a good point, man. I mean, look at this example. Where's the Scott right now? Home on quarantine. In
Doing the
quarantine
right thing.
for the next 2 weeks.
I get that, but I'm still confused about the chocolate chip ice cream.
I don't even know what that story was about. Joe Biden, I got a question for you. Would you be up for a phone call one of these weeks with you and Mr. Trump?
I mean, I don't think he's going to do it, but I would be totally down for that.
Totally down for that.
Kind of clear some air, and when he's finally kicked out, we're gonna have some words.
Wow. We're gonna have words. What kind of words are you talking about?
Kind of, where's the keys?
Where's the keys? Oh my God, this is great. Joe
Why
Biden.
is everything gold?
I heard the shitter's gold over there.
Is it?
That's what I
I
heard.
keep that one.
I hope Trump put a gold shitter in the White House.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it either. Mr. Biden, listen, thank you for calling in, man. This is a surprise. I didn't expect you to call this early.
Yeah, kicked off the show.
Kicked off the show at a bang. Joe, thank you
I need
again.
a call just before I go to bed. So
It's close to bedtime. I understand that. 6:20? That makes perfect sense.
He's probably been napping all day.
Well, maybe someone else has got to do until January.
He's probably has that foot, elevated to heal that ankle.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Last question before I let you
doctor's
go.
been giving me some good medicine. I can tell you that.
Joe, if,
Gave me something that I could smoke too. I don't know why.
oh, really? Listen, we're actually experts on that. If you got some medical cannabis and you ever have questions, feel free to hit up the podcast. I mean, we're very knowledgeable on the topic.
Still don't know what you're asking.
Joe, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you being on the air with us. And
My pleasure.
we hope to talk to you soon, man. I mean, you got a lot going down between now and January, so I want to catch up with you in a few weeks.
We got a lot of fight to do before now and the next year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, rest up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Wow.
We're rolling the fattest bloods. It's to be bloods with PZ.
Wow. That was all I got to say. Kicking things off with Joe Biden.
I mean, talking to that guy for 10, 15 minutes, he definitely has early signs of dementia or something. I mean,
He kept asking us what he's talking about.
I don't know you asked him what his first plan was, and he went about Hector and Jumpin' Jack and Luis and
And a 10-minute story about chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate chip ice cream. We haven't even lit in the blunt yet. Here we are, almost 20 minutes into the show. What do you guys say? We take a rewind and we get this thing started. My favorite part of the podcast and yours, the ceremonial lighting of the blunt. So I ask you guys, are you ready?
Yeah, Peasy.
All right, thank you. I was waiting for that. I said, are you ready?
Let's go.
yes, sir.
Ben, for the two of us in this podcast studio, the Scott in quarantine, the hundreds watching live on the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Twitter, and now the TikTok. Ooh, let's get ready to smoke it. Tell it, Frank.
If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Ice cream. The King Pop's loaded. If you're watching and you're in the chat, make sure you guys are sparking up. This is when shit goes down. If you've never listened to us or watched us on the TikTok, let me tell you right now, this is high times, or should I say good vibes and high times begin right here.
You think you could tell me what to do?
I've been waiting for that pull the whole time.
Who you're talking to?
Me too, man. My brain hurts, bro. I have this one song stuck in my head now.
Really?
Yeah, I scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Hey, ice. Scott, What's going on, man? How does it feel to be over there in quarantine? We're smoking a blunt. You're not here. I don't get to blow my ribs in your face.
So wait, you're quarantined for 2 weeks or just for a couple days?
Well, it's 2 weeks technically from Monday, but I found out about it today. So whatever. Next Monday, I can go back to work.
So what if you get a negative, like a test
What if
beforehand?
you get test negative?
So I am probably gonna get tested tomorrow. But what happened is I'm not showing any symptoms whatsoever. But the way it works with my work is mandatory 2-week quarantine because I was in contact with someone that has tested positive. And the last day I was in contact with them was this past Monday. So
now the Scott's in quarantine. So Frank Knox, let me tell you, the Scott's in quarantine. I had an idea. Remember back in the early days of the podcast, we used to jam out the Hulk Hogan's theme.
Oh yeah,
remember that, dude? Well, I may or may not have something that might lift Scott's spirits and get us into quarantine mode. Scott, this is for you, brother.
Oh, brother.
I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again.
Yeah!
Fight for what's right. Fight for my life.
You know something, brother? It's Rona running wild.
When it comes crashing down and your fevers rise.
The fever's rising.
Gotta take a stand and to stay inside.
Yup, stay inside.
If you don't wear a mask, then you hurt my pride. Gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights.
What do you guys think of the hit song? Let us know in the comments.
I am in
This is amazing.
again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life.
Yes! The Scott in quarantine. This is the new quarantine theme song.
Temperatures rising, gotta stay inside.
Yeah!
Contagious is the word, so don't even mind.
Nope, don't mind.
You don't wear a mask, that's fine with me. But get the fuck away, better stay 6 feet. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man.
Wow!
I am in quarantine again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life. I am in quarantine.
This might be the new jam.
Fight for the rights.
This might be the new jam going down.
I am in quarantine again.
Scott, what do you think?
Dude, that was amazing. That is
Even
going
though
to get
you
me
got the
through
first
the next
one.
2 weeks.
Yeah! Nothing but smoking out and jamming out the Hulk Hogan's theme, brother, because the Rona's running wild on you!
You don't wear a mask, that's fine with me. But get the fuck back, better stay 6 feet. I am in quarantine again.
Oh, man. Scott, you got a beer in a week for us?
I sure do, baby.
Word! Let us know what it is.
Well, if I'm kicking off quarantine, I'm doing it big, baby. So,
What happened?
this baby,
Sorry, cut out.
14.1%.
Scott, you alive over there?
Can you hear me?
Muted.
We can't hear you. You muted?
I'm not muted
I think
over
that
here.
Scott muted himself.
No. How about now?
Oh, no.
Aw. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Muted. Scott, just refresh and tap back.
That's
in.
right. Just refresh and tap back in. I'm not sure what's going on with you. Oh, there's so much for a beer of the week. Frank Knox, what are we drinking for the beer of the week?
Well, PZ, we're drinking some by Alvarium Brewing Company over here in New Britain. It's a double IPA. It's called Super
Fresh. Super fresh. A 9% double triple IPA. Is it triple or double?
No, it's a double.
Scott.
All right, I'm here with a real beer of the week.
Scott.
It's a double.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, you know what? I think I figured out the problem is.
You muted him.
Yep. Hi, Scott.
Yeah, it was on your end. I did all this work that I never did before, and I did it fine, and you muted me.
I love Justin Lane. He says that the remix to the Hogan theme is fire.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It is going to get me through the next 2 weeks.
Scott, try it again.
All right, beer of the week this week, the real beer of the week, baby. If I'm in quarantine, I'm starting off big. I'm going with a 14.1%er, baby. All right? This is the beer I hype up all year long. It only comes out on Black Friday every year. And it's from Goose Island out of Chicago. It's a Bourbon County. It's a variant. This is the rarest one that I could find in Connecticut. I drove to probably 6 different package stores. I probably spent over $300 worth of beer on Black Friday this year. And this beer, it's a stout aged in bourbon barrels, blended with Earl Grey tea, black tea, and honey. And like I said, 14.1%. And it's a banger, dude. It's super scary smooth. So Scott's going to get litty during this show, baby. And I give it I'm gonna say a 4.5 on tap, baby.
4.5?
Yeah. And I'm not a stout guy.
4.5?
For this, baby, I am.
Right, Knox. I mean, that's a high score. Have you ever given an untapped score of 4.5 to anything?
Oh yeah.
I have never dabbled that high in rating yet. I have not found a beer that gets me going to 5-star. If this was not untapped, if this was like a weed rating system, I guarantee I can find some stuff that's going to be a 5. But when it comes to beer, I've yet to find one.
And I said all the stuff in there, but the actual name of this beer is Kentucky Fog Stout, is what it's called.
Kentucky Fog Stout. So, Scott, you're talking about driving around to get that. I got a story. All right, I got a story for you, Knox. You weren't here for this. I'm going to tell you something, though. So, for you guys tuning in, let me go ahead by making an announcement, because that's really how the story's got to go. If I don't make the announcement first, the story's not as good. So, first off, in huge news, that's not even the one I wanted. Sorry, Scott. I got nothing. Whatever. This is gonna have to work. All right.
Breaking news.
I am officially going to be a Canna parent. That's right.
Wow.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Hit the button with a round of applause.
Oh, the round of applause button. I know. Where is the round of applause button?
Woo! Congrats, easy.
That's right. So I'm going to be a father. That's right. So we're at the doctor's office on Monday. Okay, we're doing our big checkup. We're doing ultrasound. We're about 13 weeks deep into this, all right? Scott texts me. Scott's like, listen, I just found out. I got off the phone. I was on a big meeting, and the managers were allowed. I guess Walmart had backstock of PlayStation 5s that they've been holding because the storage, or not the storage, but the stock has been so little.
Yeah.
Right? So Scott hits me up. He's like, bro, you're not going to fucking believe this. He's like, Walmart in New Haven, 4 on hand. Walmart in Wallingford, 7 on hand. Right now, you need to get your ass to the store. Now, here I am. I just got to the fucking doctor's office. We're sitting here waiting to get the ultrasound done. Right? Waiting to see baby Peasy on the screen. And Scott's texted me. Got me all fired up. I'm like, shit, Scott. I'm like, just got to the doctor's. There's no fucking way I'm going to be able to get to a store in time. So Scott's going. He's texting me the whole time, like, bro, you got to hurry up. We got New Haven. Wallingford still shows 7. You got to get down to the store. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to. By the time I leave here, I still have to go all the way down. I got to drop Jess off and then go out again. So now I'm sitting here. So I'm waiting in the thing. I get the ultrasound. Then I got to wait in the car because they wouldn't let me go in for the rest of the meeting with her because of Corona. So I couldn't go into the rest of the visit for whatever reason. So we're sitting there, and thank you, Justin Lane, by the way, for the congratulations, and everyone on TikTok that said congrats. I appreciate that. So I'm sitting there. Finally, an hour or so goes by. It's done. We're leaving. Scott texted me. There's still 7 in Wallingford. There's 4 in New Haven. Get to the store. I don't know if they know yet. If it's public knowledge, you need to get there as fast as you can because they have permission to sell them now. So I'm book it down. I'm in New Middletown. I drop Jess off. Scott hits me up. He's like, bro, he's like, New Haven sold 2 already. I'm escorting someone out to the fucking parking lot right now with a PlayStation 5. You need to get to the store. I'm like, shit, I'm shooting right to Wallingford. I drop Jess off and I book it down. I book it to Wallingford. All right. Literally left my wife home and I was like, I gotta go. I go to Wallingford. And I get there. I get in the store. I'm like, Scott, what am I gonna do if they tell me that they don't have any or something? Like I can't be like, oh, well, my buddy Scott said that you guys have them in stock in the back. You know what I mean? So I go up to the front. I go to the desk in electronics. I run up there and I'm like, hello. Oh shit. I don't know what happened. My live ended. I gotta go bring myself live again. And basically what happened was I get there and they tell me, hey, we don't have any here. I'm like, what do you mean don't have any? We don't have any in stock. We haven't had any stock in weeks.
No, that was bullshit. They had 7.
So I text Scott. I'm like, Scott, what the fuck do I do, bro? He's like, they got 7. I was like, I know they got 7, but they're telling me they don't have any.
Damn.
I drove all the way to Wallingford. So I'm waiting around. Scott's trying to pull moves in the background. Finally, I was like, Scott, you know what? I was like, I'm just going to leave. They're not going to hook me up. They don't know about this, right? I was like, fine. So now, while waiting, a group of like 5 guys came running out of nowhere. And they ran to the fucking register and they asked the same thing. They must have had the inside scoop, right? So they asked for the PlayStation 5s. Tells her the same thing. We don't have any here. Fuck. Okay, fine. So I get in my car and Scott's like, listen, I just talked to Cromwell. It's like, they got 2 there. You need to leave now. I'm telling the manager you're on the way. Go now. I'm like, fine. Okay. I hop on Route 5. I book it. I was speeding the fucking Cromwell, bro. Like a bat out of hell. Like it was my life was on the line.
Heart racing.
It's pouring rain. I'm speeding on the fucking highway, right? And so all of a sudden now, I get there. I get the Cromwell. I go inside. He's like, look for a guy named Chris, the manager. So I go to electronics, and there's a kid there with a vest on, this Mexican dude, and his name was Chris.
That wasn't Chris, the manager, though.
So I go to Chris. I'm like, hey, Chris. I'm like, my buddy said you got PlayStations in stock. He's like, nah. He said, we're only selling them online. He's like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you guys don't have stock here? He's like, no, we don't. We haven't had stock here. We only sell them online. So Scott now, I'm like, Scott, what the fuck do I do? What do I do?
Driving all over the state.
Driving all over the state. Exactly. So I'm waiting. Scott's trying to call this guy. And we're not getting anywhere, bro. We're getting nowhere. I wait. We can't get in touch with the guy. So I was like, fuck. You know what? I was like, I give up. So I leave. And fucking what happens? Nothing. Scott doesn't get a hold of the guy. The guy then finally tells him when I get home, he hits Scott up and he says, we can't now he couldn't sell them because they were keeping them for order issues. But why the fuck did he tell him that the first time?
It's a bunch of bullshit, man, and I'm sorry. I thought we had it in the bag for you, man. I'm sorry.
Bro. And so
you didn't get one?
No, Cyber Monday, you got a guy who waits 36 hours in a line to get a PlayStation with no problem. I run around the state. I got the inside scoop with the Scott at Walmart sending me pictures of the stocks on the screen. So as like proof that I have them. I can't show these people that. You know?
Now, listen, so Peasy, though, listen, man, I got lucky with this one. I got that online because, like, employees right now, they say can't buy them. But I got this one last Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, Thanksgiving Eve. They said you can go online. And I honestly didn't think I was going to make it in time because every time you do it online, it sells out instantly. It goes on sale 9 o'clock, 9:01, it's sold out. I went on, I had to type in my 16-digit credit card number, and I'm like, there's no way after typing all this in, is it going to go through?
Like an account with Walmart.com.
I do, but it wasn't taking it. So I went ahead and tried to type my number in, and I typed my number in, and I'm like, there's no way it's still going to be available. And then sure enough, it was, and that's how I got to scoop that bad boy up. But yeah, the Cromwell store, that was a lot of BS, that one store. I actually went in that store yesterday. By the way, I didn't know I had a quarantine yet, so that's why I was out and about. But yesterday I was in that store and because I went to buy a second controller and a Spider-Man game.
A second controller. This Scott, who doesn't even play video games, he's a fucking controller.
Have you played it yet? Are you gonna play it?
I've not played it yet. I've not
played
it
yet. The box Knox, it's a disgrace.
This was last night. And I actually talked to that Chris in electronics. So I asked him, I said, hey, grab the device.
I hope you tell me he's a no good fucking piece of shit.
And I'll tell you right now, man, we scanned the tag. Yeah, they still have 3. They're just choosing not to sell them. And I'm like, what's going on? And then that Wallingford that they were holding them on Monday night, guess what? On Tuesday, they went ahead and sold all 7. So, but Peasy, I'm hoping by this time next week, because I know when more's coming. Okay.
Yeah. You're going to send me on another goose chase?
I mean, I can't go out. Obviously, I can't. I'm quarantined anyway. I couldn't even do it if I wasn't, though. But I'm hoping by this time next week, the goal is PS5 for Peasy, baby.
PS5 for Peasy.
By next week.
Hashtag PS5 for Peasy. That is the hashtag
I can't
for the
believe
next week.
Scott got one and he hasn't even busted it out. He went out and got a second controller before he played.
He even plays it. Yeah. This is what I mean. He's not even a real
He
gamer.
bought
bro.
a one-player game and it was like, you know what? I'll get a second controller for that one-player game.
Not
as
even
well.
a real fucking gamer. And here he is with a fucking controller, bro. And a fucking PlayStation.
I gotta say, those controllers, though, they're like $70. I was like, that's the most I've ever seen for a
Yeah,
controller.
so are the games.
You can tell Scott's a first-time gamer because he doesn't even realize that this is normal fucking pricing. We'll be right back.
You should just double up your money and sell it online, bro.
Weather and traffic next.
Lock up on TP, cause we're the shit. It's To Be Blunt with Peasy.
Scott, what's going on around the nation here?
All right, 2BBWP news time is currently 6:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, it's always 4:20 here in the studios. But anyway, tomorrow, or the current weather here in Connecticut is 45 degrees with a low expected of 37. Numbers that only my 9-hole golf game could appreciate. But anyway, tomorrow will be sunny and in the 40s, just like Tammy Smith herself. Anyway, but Las Vegas, moving on to the West Coast. Las Vegas will be in the 50s this weekend. December is historically the coldest month for Vegas. This kind of weather is the only thing I hope doesn't stay in Vegas. Well, except for the crabs I got a few years ago, which
crabs
should
in
have stayed
Vegas?
there.
Wait a second.
Crab cakes. They were terrible crab cakes.
cakes.
I had an upset stomach. It was terrible. Anyway, Jacksonville, Florida, though, the weather there in Florida was very, very chilly last night. Winter is Coming, which was the AEW event last night. We'll get into that later when we get to No Selling with the Scott. But they had wind chills in the 30s. It was an outdoor event, so the Winter is Coming rib was on them. As it was cold for these, shirtless wrestlers wrestling out there in 30-degree weather. Florida hasn't seen cold weather like this since, like Ed from 90 Day Fiancé is last seen his neck. Okay.
Oh, geez.
As we get into traffic, though, I'm going to tell people in New York City in the Times Square area, avoid traveling on East 33rd Street in New York City and Lower Manhattan, as floats from last Thursday's Thanksgiving parade have apparently gotten stuck in the streets, blocking east and westbound traffic.
Wait, what?
It's I'm sorry to hear it, but crews are underway to remove these floats, including that of Pikachu, SpongeBob SquarePants, even an Elf on the Shelf, which is now causing a disturbance in the area, creating more like a disdain on the lane. Anyway, To Be Blunt Traffic is brought to you by King Palms. King Palm, high quality at a quality price.
Wow.
High quality at a quality price. I mean,
pound drop.
the Scott.
I have no idea if that's their actual slogan.
Thank you for the update on the weather. Looks like it's gonna be shitty, bro. Huh? Shitty weekend. Possible snow Saturday.
Winter is here.
Winter's here. Yes, and just to confirm, we definitely are breaking all the rules here. We got banned on TikTok for 10 minutes. We will be back. We got to figure out a way around smoking on the air.
We got a timeout.
We got a timeout. We got put in timeout. Legit. We got put in timeout. And I don't understand how, because it's not like TikTok can actually see from this angle what the fuck we're doing. It's a lava lamp. It's a cigar. Who the fuck knows? But banned for 10 minutes, so we'll be back after that. If you guys switched over here, we will be back. It was popping, though. The live was popping over there. Let me tell you. So we're going to be getting back to that in a few minutes. Scott, thank you for weather and traffic. Frank Knox, what a weekend for events. Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man.
And Roy Jones Jr., who still has one of my favorite tracks from 2008, I Smoke, I Drink.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about his mixtapes. They were great, though.
Dude, Roy Jones Jr., if you didn't know, put out a fire-ass Dirty South fucking mixtape.
Yeah, I think he put out a couple or something over his career.
You think
couple
so?
albums. Yeah, I believe so.
He's got a whole ass fucking like song that like one of my favorites of all time. I Smoke, I Drink. You know?
Let's
What's
welcome
this,
on by the hairstyle. So many ways to get paid.
Roy Jones Jr., baby.
He's from Florida, Tallahassee.
Good job, Shampoo.
Fuck is that? Yo, this song was fire. That's right, Justin Lane. You were watching with me. We had a big watch party this weekend.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I was watching at my house.
So,
Real man.
fight was all right. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Whoa! Yo!
Oh my God! You knocked the headphones off.
I was saying that wasn't even the highlight of the fucking show, though. Granted, the fight before that might have been the fight of the night with
No
Jake
way.
Paul. What?
That was just the knockout.
Yeah,
of the
that was
night.
great, bro.
The knockout of the night. Jake
Dude.
Paul and Nate Robinson.
Bro, that motherfucker flopped harder than a flapjack. You know? Let me tell you, I was dying. Jake Paul with the knockout of the night. But the guy who stole the show for me was Snoop fucking Dogg. Tell
He did his
me
thing.
that was not the most entertaining part of the pay-per-view. Snoop Dogg on commentary.
I enjoyed all of the music segments and guests. They had Wiz Khalifa to start the pay-per-view. I thought that was fire. Yeah, it was cool to see the concerts integrated with the boxing. Snoop Dogg killed it on commentary. 100%.
Dude, when he said Roy Jones and Tyson was like watching his two drunk uncles fight at the fucking barbecue, I was fucking dying, bro.
He was singing like Amazing Grace when Nate Robinson
Yeah,
got knocked out. It was it was comedy.
Comedy pure. And then my favorite part about the event, it was so weed friendly, bro. Brought to you by Weed Maps. You know, you had Snoop Dogg smoking the blunt while he was performing. You had Mike Tyson who said he got high before the fight.
Oh yeah,
That's
amazing.
Got high before the fucking fight, yo.
Snoop Dogg was definitely the MVP of the show, but I will say, like, I was supposed to go over to Knox to watch it, and I was like, oh, I'm too tired. It's already late. I'm gonna go home. And then Snoop was on at what, midnight? And he was doing nothing but a G thing, and then I fell asleep. It was nothing but a Z thing for me.
Snoop started commentary at the co-main event. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
He started commentary, then he performed, and then he commented on the Tyson fight as well.
Snoop was the MVP. I mean, shit. Come on, Roy. Shit.
I just think the whole event was great. It was
entertaining.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Snoop Dogg added to it, but I think Mike Tyson was the MVP. He put together the show. He put on the show. He showed he still got it.
But they ended up in a draw, bro.
Yeah, that was just a rigged decision. Everyone in that watching and in that arena knew Mike Tyson beat Roy Jones Jr.
Well,
I mean, Tyson won the fight. Yeah, you even saw afterwards. Roy Jones couldn't even stand upright because his ribs and stomach were so fucked up
from the body shots.
You know, and they had that no knockout rule, and I think you saw Tyson kind of play into it by throwing all those power body shots instead of the power head shots,
right?
Which would have put him to sleep. But overall, man, it was a great event, and that's going to start a new League of Legends. That's going to be coming out with like.
Is this official?
Yeah, I think they announced they're going to start a new League of Legends, and Snoop Dogg announced today he's starting his own boxing league as well.
Snoop Dogg starting his own boxing league?
Oh, yeah.
That's wild. I don't know why, but it makes me think of that Def Jam video game where everybody gets to fight.
Yeah, so it's Snoop Dogg and Triller, which is the
app Triller.
Yeah.
One of the TikTok rivals.
Yep. So it's gonna be cool. We'll see who we get. It's going to be like a fight club. I think that's what's
It's gonna be like an old person fight.
these old
De La
timer.
Hoya coming back, bro.
He's already said he was wanting to make a comeback. So I think with this new league started, this is a perfect opportunity for him.
Damn, yo. Well, I mean, I think my favorite part about the show was still Snoop Dogg. I think that he made the whole thing for me. I do think the whole thing was great show. Lots of stuff to go through. Frank Knox. We got into a little sports. You got any more? We got a little rundown from this weekend, bro.
Yeah, man. We got some. We had some games this weekend, starting off on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Where we all ate turkey, gathered around, watched football. Well, most of us at least. And the first game was the Texans and Lions. Texans blew out the Lions 41-25. Then you had the Cowboys and Redskins, which was going to prove who was going to be in first place in the NFC.
Washington football team.
Yeah, Washington football team. Correct.
Oh,
not the Redskins.
nice,
I still call them the Redskins. But Washington prevailed 41-16. And the biggest story of the NFL this week was supposed to be the primetime Thanksgiving game. Steelers-Ravens, AFC North division rivals. And it got postponed not once, not twice, but 3 times due to COVID-19. We finally saw the season conclude last night with that game where the Steelers prevailed 19-14, where the Ravens ended up running on a third-string quarterback as Lamar Jackson has COVID. RG3 got hurt. What else is new? They put up a fight, but the Steelers were too much. And some other huge games that happened this week on Sunday were Peasy's Titans making a statement over the Colts
again,
45-26. Then we have the Patriots winning a game that I expected them to lose against the Cardinals, 20-17. And to round out the week, we had the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Again, the Bucs didn't show up in the first half. The Chiefs prevail 27-14, leaving the Buccaneers on the outside looking in the playoffs. And leading the league this year is none other than the New Orleans Saints, who had to play a team in the Denver Broncos who couldn't even dress a quarterback, winning 31-3.
Wow.
And that's going to wrap up my highlight in the NFL. I just want to touch on one huge NBA news that happened this week.
What we got?
And that's a blockbuster trade that sees Russell Westbrook leaving the Houston Rockets and James Harden.
Whoa.
And the Rockets acquire none other than John Wall from the Washington Wizards.
The Wall.
Who, in my opinion, is one of the top point guards in the NBA, as long as he's healthy. But they received John Wall for Russell Westbrook and also a first-round pick in 2023. So we'll see how that pans out. We're going to have the reuniting of John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins alongside the Beard, the man that runs the team in Houston. And I'm looking forward to it. The Lakers restocked. Anthony Davis max contract. LeBron 2 years max deal. They picked up Marc Gasol, Wesley Matthews. So looking for the Lakers to repeat early. And that's all I got for sports this week. We hope to see you next week.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
It's about time we got this party started.
Killing it, killing it.
To Be Blunt Podcast.
To Be Blunt, we are back on all platforms. Listen, Scott, just so you know, a comment from Chroma says, my dude with all the WWE posters up in the house, save some pussy for the rest of us.
What can I say, Chroma? What can I say?
Scott, bro.
He's got Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, what's that, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg?
Yeah, those are actually, you can't see it, but they actually are autographed. This is my guest room, by the way. This is my guest room / office. This isn't my actual bedroom.
That's the one in black and white.
That's the Miz and Maurice.
Oh,
they got a poster of Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, these are pay-per-view posters, and they're all autographed.
Really?
Yeah.
Who autographed that one?
Miz and Maurice.
Miz and Maurice.
Oh. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So
there's more if I keep panning. I mean,
Yeah, let's see some more. You got.
I'm down. What do you got there?
Yeah, you're gonna have to bust.
Rey Mysterio. Who else we got?
You got some competition for studio setups, yo.
Cena and Angle. If I keep going, there's RVD.
CW, that's the best one I've seen all night.
All right, that poster is a Survivor Series. It literally has like 13 signatures on it, including like all of Evolution. Like there's a lot of people on that one. And then another one with Cena, and I even have this one here that I'm going to talk about this guy in a little bit.
What's he got?
It's got to be Sting.
Oh my God. If you guys want to see this, if you're watching on TikTok, definitely go to our YouTube channel at 2 Be Blunt Podcast with the number 2. Links in my bio. You got to see the Scott with his WWE posters. It's hilarious. Kromus is making bitches moist, starting with the Miz.
I mean, I even have a non-wrestling poster in here, though. It's not hung up and it's not autographed, but I have my boy Sam Darnell.
Wow.
I can't believe you have a poster of Sam Donald.
Sam Darnold.
Donald, whatever.
Scott said Sam Darnold, like he was French, and you say Sam. He's like, my boy Sam Darnold.
Dude, that's great, Scott. You got a nice little setup there, bro.
This is all my wrestling memorabilia is in this room.
We're getting this little decorated. I got some new artwork coming down here. It's gonna be great. But I got the baby Yoda over here sitting up on the shelf next to my jars of herb. It's so great. Speaking of,
you guys have baby Yodas, and like I have a little green guy too, but it's the Hurricane.
Bro, that's
come on, man. Come on. Is that autograph?
Hurricane's autograph with that thing?
No autograph on that.
Damn, bro.
Wow, it's just I hope you just keep pulling out gimmicks all show.
what other stuff you got in there, Scott?
Shawn Michaels and Pamela Anderson, Royal Rumble 95 photo.
My
I got a bunch. Bro. Owen Hart with the slammy. Like, I don't know. You want me to keep going? I got me and Triple H.
I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going. No, we're going to be here forever. Stop.
Ric Flair. No.
Scott's got all the gimmicks, but we got all the prizes. Listen, you guys, phone lines are open. 860-384-7110.
Is that Ricky Steamboat?
Yeah, Ricky Steamboat and Ricky Steamboat's little infant son.
Why do you have that?
And it's autographed by both of them.
Why do you have that? That's so weird. That's
Bro.
so weird. Listen, phone lines are open. 860-384-7110. We're still waiting for a caller to play the pop quiz for a chance to win a smoker supply box provided by King Palm with rolling trays, blunts, minis, and slims, filters, joint papers, all kinds of stuff in this box. All you have to do is answer an easy 5-question quiz. Pop quiz time. First caller that calls in.
They're easy questions, too.
Listen, I didn't make this too hard.
Yeah, they're easy.
Didn't make this hard. But I want to see if anyone is actually going to be able to win a prize tonight.
So what's the rule? Do you have to take a hit before the question?
I mean, that's not a bad idea, Scott.
No, it's just a pop quiz, man. There is no rule attached to it.
No. Pop quiz. Here we go.
How many questions they have to answer?
Here we go. 2 Be Blunt Podcast. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Court is a badass motherfucker, and I'm calling from the Dairy State. I heard King Palms.
The Dairy State.
Wow, you like that cheese on the cheddar.
Cheddar's always better.
Cheddar is always better. All right, Court, are you calling in for a chance to win King Palms?
I heard King Palms.
She didn't let me finish the sentence. She's ready.
That's what she said.
I'm ready.
She's ready.
King Palm,
She's ready to go. She's going to play the pop quiz, 2 Be Blunt style pop quiz, impromptu. You got to get best of 5. Best of 5 right here. Are you ready?
All right. Best of 5. So you got 3 right.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Here are your questions. Number 1, all right, is a history question. The Hershey Company was founded in which U.S. state? Hello?
Oh, God, isn't it Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, that's correct.
Pennsylvania is correct. All right. First question in the books. 2 more right, and you're going to win a prize pack. Your next question is a Christmas question, since we're in the spirit. I want to know, Miracle on 34th Street is based on which real-life department store?
Shit's so delayed, I could hear myself.
She's got to play in the background and on her phone.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Should I turn that down?
Yeah, should.
Why don't I want to say no? That's not right.
You're running out of time.
I'm just gonna go with Macy's.
There it is. 2
Oh, shit.
in.
Why am I questioning myself?
I don't know, but here we go. Question number 3, literature. In George Orwell's Animal Farm, the animal named Napoleon was a leader. What kind of animal was he?
Can you repeat the question?
In George Orwell's Animal Farm, the animal named Napoleon was a leader. What kind of animal was he? It's thinking hard here.
Napoleon. Pig? Bacon.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy.
Listen.
Who wrote these
No,
questions?
I was thinking Napoleon and I was thinking Tina the llama. That's what threw me off.
Congratulations. Listen, you're a winner. You're a winner.
Oh, shit.
The pop quiz. You won a King Pop prize pack, a smoker supply box, roller trays, blunts, filters, joint papers, everything you need to roll up, courtesy of King Pop and 2B Blunt. Thank you so much for playing the game. Email us or your info, 2B Blunt Podcast with the number 2 at gmail.com, or hit us up on your social media preference of choice and let us know where to send your box.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
calling in.
We're gonna have to up the stakes next time, man. We're gonna have to like do a bonus question that's way harder for double or nothing or something.
Ooh, double or nothing. That's
Yeah.
a real good one, bro.
Yeah.
I like that.
Double
I
or
didn't want to
nothing.
make this hard. Easy pop quiz.
But we gotta put a double or nothing clause in there.
I like the double or nothing idea.
So if you lose your smokers pack if you go double or nothing. But if you win, you not only do get a smokers pack, but you get like a Grubhub gift card.
Ooh.
So then it's like the complete stoner pack.
A complete package. I love it. I think that's a great idea, honestly.
Yeah. So if you want to call back and double or nothing, just your chance now.
You want to try to call back? And
I have a question already in my.
You're gonna
mind.
oh wow.
So
wow.
It's one I ask a lot of people, and surprisingly, more people than not get it wrong.
Really? Wow. See, I'm not sure what it is, but listen, either way, she won.
No, she won.
can keep
She
the
won.
prize.
No,
she doesn't
she
have
won.
to call back in.
No, I know
you
she can. Congratulations, she won. But I'm just thinking moving
But I guess
forward.
if he's throwing it out there.
Moving forward, and since we're on air, we're talking about it. She felt like she wanted to. Cool. If not, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that was it. Quick pop quiz. I'm glad we got that out the way. We got a nice winner. It really lifts the spirit. It's the season of giving, and we're giving out prize packs every single fucking week from here till Christmas. Guaranteed, every episode, someone's walking away with a prize. It may not be a prize pack. It might be a Grubhub gift card, like you said.
Yeah.
Or an Amazon gift card. We don't know. We don't know.
Never know. Or a PlayStation 5. Scott.
Or apparently Scott's raffling off his PlayStation 5. We're charging $10 a slot with 400 slots.
Yeah, so we're going to raffle that thing off. $10 a ticket.
$10 a ticket. There's 400 spots available.
It's not official yet. I mean, maybe if all 400 happen.
It's not a bad idea. That's
If we get 400 spots filled, yeah, I'll do it.
If I had 400 spots, if I had one and I had 400 spots filled, I'd sell that shit.
Well, I'll put it out there. You can buy more than one spot.
Of course you could. You got 400 of them. We got to get them out. You know?
She said tempting. Is that the person who called?
I don't know.
She said her name was Court. We got AKA Court.
She wants that tumbler nut. That maybe she's fiending for it.
No, we could go another. We'll do the next contestant.
Big shout out to Levo oil. I made my first edibles over the weekend. Dude, banging ass cookies. I was hoping Scott was here. Was gonna give him a cookie.
Oh, I thought maybe they were with like leftovers, like Thanksgiving leftover edibles.
No, this is double peanut butter cookies I made. I made a batch of butter, and I quote butter, and I made banging ass cookies. I'm Frank Knox. I'll have to give you one before you leave, bro. You know?
Yeah, I'll eat one.
You gotta have one. Yeah, I wish I should have brought them down, but I mean,
you guys save me one for 2 weeks.
I'll save you one for 2 weeks. I'm probably gonna make more, bro.
Scott, how was those goldfish from last week?
Oh, yo, those were
lit last week, bro.
Yeah, I was doing good, man.
Watch the holiday.
Yeah, I got home. I ordered our we talked about Taco Bell on air, so I stopped at Taco Bell real quick, right? Stoner #1 fast food joint, at least amongst us. And watched Holiday. I was still on those goldfish. It was a good time. I fell asleep during that movie though. I don't think I've seen all of it yet.
He's like, the Stoner #1 fast food place amongst us. Like,
now he's one of us.
You're part of the community, just like that.
Now Scott takes a couple hits off a blunt and eats some goldfish. Now he's in the 420 community. Scott will be on Discord in no time.
Scott, what'd you think of Holiday?
Yeah, Scott.
So it was all right, but I need to watch it again because I was kind of out of it. But unless if I missed something, I just felt like, how are they on all these holidays already together? Like, I didn't see the connection with them to be going on every holiday. I might have missed a scene, maybe, for it to make sense to me, unless it was all a dream sequence.
They made a pact.
Yeah, they were going to meet.
So I missed the part where they actually made the pact then.
But the pact was like, that conversation went on for like 25 to 30 minutes before they agreed on it.
Yeah.
So you were basically on Dream Street.
I guess so.
Scott was pounding goldfish, bro. He thought they were the tastiest thing of all time. Did you try them?
I wonder how many are gone. How many do you think?
So, for anybody close to me, if you put food in front of me, though, like, it's a done deal.
These things are better than regular goldfish.
Wow, you guys did damage on this pack.
Oh, dude, no, Scott did damage. Scott looking at that shit.
Scott, how many?
Next thing you know, he's reaching for the L, bro.
Dude, I don't know.
Finish him off, bro.
Probably two dozen. Can you even fit 2 dozen in there?
What?
Bro.
Wow, that's a lot for you, bro. You must have been zonked for a couple days, no?
Dude, he was legit.
No, not a couple days.
Pounding handfuls. Scott got real lit off that shit. But we're probably gonna make him with the Levo. I gotta figure out how to do this, bro. That's the only thing. Shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you guys share the live feed out with your friends. Very important. Let's make this session as big as possible. Share the live feed on all social media to your friends, your parents, whatever it might be. Let's get this thing popping. It's going down, to be blunt. Listen, I forgot to bring this up, but I said at the beginning, we were talking about this Baby Yoda. I don't know if you guys are big Mandalorian fans, because I am.
I'm huge Mandalorian.
Me and Frank Knox are big Mandalorian fans. Scott, I don't think you've ever seen Mandalorian, have you?
No.
Not even the Sasha Banks episode. Sorry.
Ooh, but there's a Sasha Banks episode.
Dude,
wow.
So, been calling this thing Baby Yoda for a season and a half now.
Yep.
Listen, I got 2 weeks in quarantine. I can watch all these Mandalorian episodes.
You need to watch it. You'll be hooked.
There's probably 13.
Yeah, you'll be hooked, bro, with one watch.
All right.
Baby Yoda now has an official name, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not
Grogu.
I'm not buying it. I'm not calling him that.
What do you mean? You're just gonna be like, no, fuck it.
There was one scene.
Grogu? Is that with a K or a C?
Grogu with a G.
Grogu.
Grogu.
There was one scene where it was like, oh man, like it was like Baby Yoda's just this cutest little guy ever. Like you wish he was waddling around your house stealing your cookies.
Bro, they got an animatronic one you can buy, bro, now.
You know, you wish he was just wobbling around. And but the one scene when Mando finally calls him Grogu, his smile is like his best smile of the entire series so far.
He was so happy
because he's like the happiest guy because he just calls them the child or the package.
Yeah, where I go, it goes.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, we only call him Baby Yoda. us Star Wars fans, the viewers.
Right. Absolutely.
But now that he's been introduced as Grogu,
Scott,
I don't know. I'm not going to call him that. Still
Yeah.
Baby Yoda for life, baby.
still maybe. I mean, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments about Baby Yoda. Like, will you call him Grogu, or are you going to stick with Baby Yoda? You know, this is a legit concern of mine.
I think he'll always be Baby Yoda. I mean, it's a phenomenon now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't change it like that.
It's December now, and people are trying to say, "Oh, it's Baby Grinch's month," but it'll always be Baby Yoda's fucking decade.
Baby
This
Grinch's
is
month.
Baby Yoda's year for sure.
Best thing out of 2020.
TikTok.
Well, it started in 2019, Baby Yoda.
Now, Issy from TikTok says that she's calling it Baby Yoda also.
They've sold millions of dollars in merchandise off it being called Baby Yoda.
Bro, people have gotten tattoos of Baby Yoda.
I have Baby Yoda socks. I have a Baby Yoda snow globe. I have a Baby Yoda framed picture. I have a Baby Yoda little bobblehead. I mean, Baby Yoda is the best thing out right now. And I'm not going to call him Grogu.
You're not going to call him Grogu. So from here on out, it's just going to be Baby Yoda for you.
And I think the world agrees. We weren't calling him the child or the package. Or,
No, it's just been Baby Yoda. You're right.
Yeah.
It's literally a phenomenon. I don't know if I can get used to that Grogu. You know, and I don't like the name. I don't know. I think they could have done something better. They could have called him like something with like Yoda. So I don't know,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
they
they could have
should-
made us similar to Yoda a little.
We're not. I mean, we just found out his name. They mentioned Yoda, but they didn't mention him by name in the last episode, like as the greatest, wisest Jedi. And I don't think we're done yet. Maybe we will still get a Yoda connection. Maybe he came from Yoda, or we don't know.
Right. I hear you.
You know, we don't know. I'm sure there's many twists and turns still to take in The Mandalorian.
One of my favorite series, aside from The Boys, on like that you could stream and watch right now. Scott, honestly, you got 2 weeks vacation. Watch two things: The Boys on Prime
Yeah, I highly recommend The Boys.
I've heard people suggesting
and
that.
The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. And speaking of vacations, Scott, there's a I'm gonna turn the music off. There's a conversation that me and Frank Knox got to have with you. We were thinking, all right, because as everybody knows, if you don't know, if you're a first time watcher on TikTok or on YouTube or Facebook, whatever it might be, if this is your first time, you may not know this, but the Scott is literally the biggest wrestling fan of all time and the smartest Mark of all time also. And the Scott, we were talking about vacations and we were talking about your dating situation because obviously we have a big problem here.
There's opportunity.
Because here we are just deep into Bumble and you still have nothing accomplished. But that's beyond the point. So we're thinking of stuff like maybe you just need to take a girl on vacation or something. You're going to go get away and do something with a lady. But then we started thinking, have you ever, because I can't think of any time this has happened. Can you recall a vacation you took that was not wrestling related?
Or casino.
Casino's not really a vacation because you just drive there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but-
it might have been a while, but yeah, definitely.
You've taken
But
a
Atlantic
non
City is a vacation. And he went to Atlantic City right after we did for your bachelor party.
But wasn't it for wrestling?
No, it was for casino and pleasure.
Oh.
Wait, that was in 2018. Like, yeah, there was a part of it that was some wrestling, but every other time, yeah, because I go to Atlantic City almost every year. I went to Cape Cod a couple months ago, and that was not wrestling related.
But you were going because you were going to be going to Boston for SummerSlam until it got canceled.
Well, okay, I was going to be doing Cape Cod regardless anyway. It's just I worked it out where I would have gone to Cape Cod straight to Boston.
We're not quite sure that that's legit. We don't know,
Oh
bro.
my god. Okay.
We're not sure if you take. I can't. Like I've known you for like.
The crew that I spent that vacation with is the same crew that I do Atlantic City with every year. It's just this year we chose Cape Cod, so I kind of worked it around Cape Cod and Boston, just so like I would have to drive less. That's all.
So I guess that clarifies that. I thought for sure that
but that vacation was piggybacked off SummerSlam. The SummerSlam was like the pinnacle of the vacation.
Earlier in the weather report, when I mentioned Vegas and mentioned getting bad crabs, that was not wrestling related. That trip. Although, if I was in Vegas a week earlier, I would have went to Money in the Bank.
What year was
Absolutely
Vegas?
sure. That was 2016.
Also casino based though. We were talking like the Scott going somewhere tropical,
Relax on a
shirts
beach.
off, Muay Thai's like a motherfucker all morning.
Muay Thai.
Scott
doing some Muay Thai.
Mai Tais all day on the beach, like one of those type of vacations.
Yeah, no, that's been a while since I've been like on like a. When you say tropical, I think of cruise ships, and I don't think I've been on a cruise ship since like 2012. I want to say, and I went to.
It looks like we're gonna have to start selling those $10 tickets, but as like an all-inclusive trip. Go on a one-on-one thing with the Scott.
Oh my God! I'll tell you what. That's one thing that won't be no soul tonight.
Bada boom, realest one in the room. To the rhythm. Right now, you are tuned in to Spoon Beef Blood, the realest podcast in the room. How you doing?
And now, bringing you the best and worst of pro wrestling today. The smartest mark in the building. He is the Scott.
Bit of dating advice, Scott, before your intro. Don't mention getting crabs on the air. Probably not a good look for you. Take it away, Scott.
It was bad crab cakes, I swear. That's what it was. It was bad crab cakes, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, it's time for the To Be Blunt, always stunting, heart stopping, bottle popping, okay? Coming live from the Scott spot. It's time for no selling, and this is what I got. Let's go, baby. All right.
Oh, this is what I got.
I want to start with God, is the audio okay? It keeps like drowning out a little bit when I talk.
Oh, you sound great on our end.
Okay. So I want to get into, I'm going to start off with the shits. Okay. We talk about the lits and the shits. Let's talk about the shits real quick. And unfortunately, there was a major passing this week in the world of professional wrestling, and that was none other than Pat Patterson. And I start off with him because I feel like this guy might have coined the phrase the shits. Like all the stories I've been reading say like, he'll just tell anybody to their face. It's like, oh, you're the shits, or you're the shits at this, or you're the shits at that. So I want to pay tribute to Pat Patterson. Absolute legend. He's the first ever Intercontinental Champion. He'll be recognized, obviously, for that. He'll be recognized for being a huge influencer backstage. He was one of, if not the best friend to Vince McMahon. Also, as far as mainstream purposes go, the first openly gay wrestler that we know of, which is unheard of these days. But Pat Patterson. Like I said, he'll go down as a legend. I remember him, when he was a stooge for Vince McMahon in the late 90s, with his battles with Stone Cold Steve Austin, along with Gerald Briscoe. So, he'll be sorely missed. I did get to meet Pat Patterson early last May. Money in the Bank pay-per-view came here to Connecticut, and the day before, Pat Patterson got to do a signing at a local Walmart, actually, that I ended up working at. And I wasn't there at the time, so I drove there to go meet Pat Patterson, and I was running late. I was worried whether or not he would have like a line long enough that he'd still be signing. And sure enough, as I get there, he takes his last photo with everybody, and they like cut off the line. And I just said, "Oh, excuse, can I just get an autograph?" Like, I never got the picture, which I'm kind of upset about, but I was able to meet him real quick, talk to him. I thanked him. He is the creator of the Royal Rumble. It's his concept. And for you guys know, and those close to me know, every year I host a Royal Rumble party.
That's
and it's our thing. I make
about your parties on air.
We do big things, man, every year. And I always set up like a betting sheet and everything.
Yeah,
And
we even put it on the air, try to get people to fill it out.
Yeah. Well, listen, Royal Rumble's it's coming in like what?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Royal Rumble's coming in about what, 7 weeks or so. So we'll see if we can do it up again. But it's always a great time. And that's what I told him. I told him that when I met him. I was like, listen, I was like, this concept, I was like, it's always a great time for me and my buddies. We get together every year, and I'll never forget. He told me, he's like, stay tuned because there's something that's going to be coming up. And I don't know what he really meant by that. This is 2019, so I don't know if he meant like, I remember a couple months later, they had like the biggest battle royal ever in Saudi Arabia with like 50 people. I don't know if that's what he was alluding to or not.
Greatest battle royal, right?
What's that? No, not the greatest Royal Rumble. The greatest Royal Rumble did have 50 people, but they did another battle royal in Saudi Arabia. It was the one that Mansoor won.
No one cares about. What do we call? Wasn't there a name we called that? Fuck, I forgot the name. Are
you gonna say Super Shit Down?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. The Super Shit Down.
I don't even remember if it was that Super Showdown or not, but it was the one Mansoor won. And I don't know if that's what he was alluding to, but he just told me, he was like, stay tuned because something was coming. And anyway, so I want to thank Pat for that opportunity, even though he could have just left at that point because he was done signing autographs. He still signed 2 autographs for me, including I had a true story of the Royal Rumble DVD, and he signed that for me. So I do want to say just thank you, Pat. And yeah, he'll be missed, man. But anyway, that was the shits, unfortunately. This week that we lost him, but I do want to get into what was lit, and that's the thing that everybody's talking about, and that's last night AEW Dynamite had their biggest episode ever. The winter is coming, okay, and dude, it was absolutely amazing. But like the 2 things that'll stand out the most was that Sting debuted in AEW. I wasn't expecting it. So we had Stinger, first time in 19 years, shows back up on Turner Network Television.
But I'm telling you right now, bro, AEW has never felt more like WCW than ever before.
That's what everybody says, and everybody says, apparently there was a thing on Twitter this week that WCW 2021 was starting next year. But that's a load of crap. So if you bought into that, you're a fool. But anyway, Stinger, he's AEW, man. And it might look like WCW, but whatever. WCW is the biggest company that ever gave WWE a run for their money. So a couple weeks ago, Tony Khan, he said the balance of power was shifting. And this week, I mean, kind of made you say, oh, wow, like they're doing big things over there. And the ratings will show it. The ratings just came out not even like half an hour, 45 minutes ago. That showed AEW. They beat NXT in the ratings by like 200,000. NXT was on their go home show because War Games is this week. But honestly, I forgot that War Games is this week because AEW was just so great last night that I completely forgot about it. NXT.
I have to do a post War Games episode again.
we might. Last takeover, PZ was lit, and we did a post episode, so maybe we'll do it again this week. But the Stinger, AEW, he'll talk next week, and he'll tell us kind of, I guess, why he's here. We'll see what he does. Everybody's speculating, will he have a match? It's everybody wanted that Sting Undertaker dream match, and Undertaker's retired, and Sting shows up in AEW. So we'll see. I don't think he'll have that match, but we'll see. He's obviously very limited. He's obviously up there in age, so we'll see what comes out of what the Stinger's purpose is in AEW, but I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. But the other big thing that came out of AEW last night was we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
And how about that, huh, Scott? Like, I thought that was way more surprising than fucking Sting showed up the way they keep bringing back old WWE guys. I figured it was only a matter of time before they brought another legend back. But what they did with Kenny Omega last night, bro.
The way they ended it, saying he was going to be on Impact.
It's huge.
It's fucking weird.
Huge.
It's great. What do you mean?
Like, he won the title. They had Don Callis, who was a Winnipeg guy, just like Kenny Omega. They grew up together along with Chris Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho was.
I didn't know that.
But anyway, they're all Winnipeg guys. And obviously, Don Callis is very good friends with him. And I've kind of wondered, like, why is this guy here? Why is he doing commentary? Like, he's like one of the head guys at Impact. Like, what's he doing here on AEW? And now we get to see it come to fruition and see what they're going to do. And so Kenny Omega won, and they ran out, and they kind of like stole the title. And Don Callis said, hey, if you want to know what's going on, tune in not Wednesday, but Tuesday. So we'll see. So that means Tuesday night, like I expect a skyrocket in, even though it might only be like not so much, but it'll be a skyrocket for them in viewership.
Yeah, biggest ratings Impact has ever gotten. I guarantee.
Exactly, man. So a lot of rumors have been spreading. You know,
right.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
But they're already working with NWA. They're already working with New Japan. Now they're working with Impact. You don't understand. If they all join forces to make the Megazord, like in the Power Rangers,
it's the way to take Vince finally out of
that
business.
might be the way to do it. If they all, I was thinking about this today, literally, if they all band together and form the Megazord.
It's like when you're on a full squad and a Juggernaut appears in Warzone.
I see Kenny Omega with the old Green Ranger flute.
Yeah, you all got to shoot at the Juggernaut and take him out. All four of you guys.
When you really think about it, 35 years ago, Vince McMahon took out all the territories of professional wrestling. And now, 35 years later, Tony Khan has seemed to have grabbed all the territories together to battle Vince McMahon. And it's interesting to see what the fuck's going to happen. But listen, I'm fucking intrigued, man. And we'll see what happens. Like, you know what? I don't know about you, but I'm going to tune in to Impact this Tuesday and see what the fuck goes down. And 2 weeks ago, we saw that Jon Moxley was attacked. Well, who was he attacked by? Because rumors are spreading that he was attacked by an Impact superstar. So we'll see, like, what's gonna with this talent exchange, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We'll see what's gonna happen. And with COVID regulations, who knows? But it looks like there might be a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling as well, which is just going to be unprecedented for the world of professional wrestling. I know. Well, you said NWA. We haven't really seen that New Japan relationship yet. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
It already transpired when Moxley went over to New Japan for events and so a bunch of other AEW guys.
I think when he first signed, though, he signed to do both. And people like Gallows and Anderson, I'm pretty sure when they signed to Impact, they signed to do both. They just haven't had regulations to prevent them from like traveling overseas. But we'll see what ends up happening because of it. So it's huge, man. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I'm excited for what AEW is doing, and yeah, it's lit, man. It's lit. That's all. So I'm just gonna put it at that. Those were the two big topics. Couple other things newsworthy. Arrival and departures. Got to cover it, right? So departed from MLW is Davey Boy Smith Jr. The former DH Smith. Of the New Heart Foundation back, a couple years ago in WWE. We'll see where he ends up. Could he be AEW bound? Could he be WWE bound? We shall see. My guy's not a big Davey Boy Smith Jr. fan, but anyway.
MLW, bro.
It looks like Scott's wearing an elf costume.
It really does. I thought it was a Christmas shirt at first.
Me too.
It's the cue for quarantine, bro. Anyway.
First I thought it was an elf costume. Then I thought you were trying to be the Red Ninja Turtle. And then when you stood up, I realized it was Quill, man.
The Red Ninja Turtle? You mean Raphael? Anyway, I'll end it with the shits, I guess. The Hardy Boys, okay, it's 2020. Can they stop doing these fucking insane moves where they cut their heads open? Okay, Matt Hardy, cracked his head open a couple months ago. This week, Jeff Hardy does a swanton off the ring post to the outside on Elias, and he probably severely injured himself with the back of his head on the steel steps. Anyway, these guys, come on. Hardy Boys, it's not 2020 anymore. Leave that shit to Ricochet. Leave that shit to Mustafa Ali. Come on, all right? Anyway, that's no selling with the Scott for this week. I'll be back from the Scott's spot apparently again next week. So that's what I got.
Guaranteed to give you the munchies. It's To Be Bloods with PZ.
The Scott. A lot going on in wrestling, I gotta say. I thought it was a very interesting episode of AEW that took place.
I don't know if they're done, man. I think this is only the tip of the iceberg for AEW.
Yeah, they have more tricks up their sleeve.
Bless you.
God bless. God bless.
Damn, we appreciate everybody tuning in. In case you guys were part of us beforehand, we had the Poppin' live stream before we got the TikTok ban was ridiculous. Thank you, everybody who was tuning in. I mean, it was crazy. By the time I closed it, because we got banned, I had over 99 notifications, 99 plus.
Oh shit.
So, solid work. Thank you everybody who tuned in tonight. Scott, make sure you get that test done, bro.
Yes, sir.
If you
I'll
come
let us know
back
the
negative,
results.
you can come back next week, bro. So the sooner you get tested, the better off you are.
All right.
It's way better with you in studio than me looking at you in your elf shirt.
It's Quail Man, bro.
Whatever you want to say, quarantine. It's quarantine.
Quarantine man, that's me.
Damn, yo. Frank Knox. It's nice to have you back in studio, bro.
Yes, sir.
I gotta say, it's great to have you here. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Follow us, support, review, leave comments, all that good shit. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at 2 People Podcast with the number 2 from Frank Knox, the Scott, and Peasy. We'll see you next week. Same weed time. Same weed channel.
I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life. When it comes crashing down and your fevers rise, you gotta take a stand and to stay inside. If you don't wear a mask, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life. Temperatures rising, gotta stay inside. Contagious is the word, so don't even mind. You don't wear a mask, that's fine with me. But get the fuck away, better stay 6 feet. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again. Fight for what's right. Fight for my life. You don't wear a mask, that's fine with me. But get the fuck back, better stay 6 feet. I am in quarantine again. Fight for the rights of every man. I am in quarantine again.